Hi everyone! Here she is, she's back. Dani Henderson, how are you?
Oh, I'm so good, darling. So beautiful that we decide for ourselves again without being victims or martyrs. Oh, I'm not powerful enough. Oh, the aliens would never come to me. The angels would never come to me. The beloveds don't even taking it back. Enough. Okay, enough. So what we do is we just literally breathe in, breathe out, get calm. You know, when you take that in breath in through the nose, what's happening is the serotonin is being released, the endorphins, the dopamine in the brain chemistry, and that takes you into a place of calm. From that place of calm, you can think for a moment. You can connect in for a moment. And if you decide to let go of your programming that you've had from birth, which is parents, teachers, religions, older siblings, and you just connect to your own essence, the I am essence, the I am presence, you're really literally linking in and dropping into that soul power that's only yours. And there isn't a being on or off planet, husband, wife, any person of authority or non-authority that can take that power from you. That the one energy that we must all be mindful of is the energy of fear. The energy of fear, the frequency of fear, it is low, low, low vibration. And when we are in that fearful electromagnetic frequency or auric frequency, life force energy, pure terror, everything dark is feeding into it because that's their love. They are the opposite to most of us, not all of us, they're the opposite to most of us. They function and they feed on the fear of humanity, children, animals. Years and years ago, I met this most beautiful, beautiful woman. Her name is Mayu Soro Espinosa. And she is from original Estonia, Estonia, the country, Estonian royalty. Her and her mother, her sisters, her mother was pregnant with her brother, were kidnapped by the friggin' dirty, stinking Nazis and taken to death camps. Now, they survived 6 death camps with their physical bodies, but you know, your mind is pretty, speak to any Nazi Holocaust survivor, and you will see a person who has really experienced every level. The reason why I'm sharing this story in particular is because Mayu told me one day, she was like 5 years old, and there was a baby in a crib, and they're in somewhere like Auschwitz, somewhere dreadful. I don't think it was Auschwitz, but it was a similar death camp. And of course, people are tortured, murdered, slaughtered every day just because they're Jewish. That's it. That's the only reason. Genocide, of course, that we see all over our planet still to this very day of other civilizations too, especially the indigenous. And she said that this baby was in its crib on its back looking up, and it's whimpering and crying and starting to get worked up. So and Mayu was very clairvoyant from a young child. And she said as she looked towards the crib, she saw this monstrosity, this black demonic spider being over the top of the crib, purposefully terrorizing that infant child, purposefully scaring that little babe, because that's what they do. That's their adrenaline rush, their adrenal high, you know. And of course, in a place like that, an environment like that where people are trapped and tortured and murdered, which still happens today in various countries, including America, England, Australia, New Zealand, anywhere you can imagine. If you care to have the eyes and the ability to do, you know, your own research, you know, you come to understand that that energy frequency can render people so completely powerless. And so the only thing we can do is encourage everyone to find that love power to push through, because the demonics, the bad humans, they resonate low, 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 like in the sewer low and lower still. But if they can get you to be living in fear and terror, what they're doing is they're ripping you of your human power. And humans, we are some of the most powerful beings on the planet. And talking about angels, you ask an angelic being, or you say to an angelic being, I'm so in awe of you, you know what they say to us humans? We are in awe of you, that you were brave enough
Yes.
to take on a physical body, a
Yes.
ship, a
Yes.
container, a vessel, that your soul that gathers every experience that becomes your soul personality, which is so big that it's your light force energy, your electromagnetic field that we can measure, or your aura, that you took on a vessel to house that, a vehicle to move around this planet and discover. But when we are forced under, as the whole world is right now, the element of fear, that's how you genocide a beingness, a civilization. That's how you take out beings. That's how you weed out the weakest from the strongest and terrorize them more. So our power is in the frequency of love. Our power is looking in that mirror and say, I love me. I claim me. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am strong. It's like you, Elena, you know, with that horrible arsewipe ex-husband that you had, that low vibrational non-entity that was literally trying to goad you to kill yourself. Imagine, there are people like that. I've met them. You've met them. I've coached them. I've counseled the victims of them. Those people, it's a special place for them.
Yeah, they are sent, okay, there's people who have life contracts to learn things, but sometimes the dark, because you are meant to do a mission of good for the world, they try to disable you. They try to kill you or to disable you, to destroy you before you reach, you activate and you become a danger for them. So I know that that behavior was of my ex-husband was manipulated by the dark. He would his father, he looked like a reptilian shapeshifter, his father, and he was a horrible being who tried to abuse me. My ex-husband would get up in the middle of the night and talk and have conversation with invisible people. And it's like if he was listening to them and they would tell him what to do, and then he would go back to bed. Very creepy. That's how I could understand after years that he was hacked and being really used to destroy me, which didn't work because one night Thorhan just appeared in the house and asked me to get up and stand up, and I was like, okay. He appeared in all this light, and yeah, they didn't let me down ever. But yeah, they try to do that. They can hack people and manipulate people to try to destroy you, but it didn't work.
Yeah, because they're so much weaker than we are, and we're allowed to speak out against anything, any governing body, any authority, any self-governing authoritative beingness or entity that doesn't allow free speech, free thought, love,
Yeah,
frequency. You know, they are not here to
yeah,
support you. And it's just common sense. It's common sense, isn't it, really? It really,
yeah.
really is.
And
Um,
they try to destroy me this way, but I learn from it, and what I learned to how to everything about abusive relationship, I use it now to help people getting out of an abusive relationship with the deep state, and grateful to the to the dark side to have helped me, give me another tool. They can't win, because if when they attack us, we learn from their attacks and we have more tools and we are stronger, so they can never win.
that's
you
right.
know
Failure, the dismantling, you know, we're seeing it everywhere, like everywhere, and even in places that we didn't imagine it to be. The structures, the systems, the complete um, defabrication of this beingness that was created on the inside. It's so like the Truman Show. Like, here's the stupid people, and here's the fuckwits that run the planet, you know, and the wild, and the humans, and the beings, and the aliens, and all the dark, nefarious ones. Oh, but let's not talk about aliens because Danny's mad. Elena's a loony. Ha ha. They see ghosts and demons. Oh my God, what's wrong with them? Absolutely everything and absolutely nothing. And that's the thing. We have been trained
Yeah.
stupid. We have been trained weak and gutless. And weak and gutless to me, Elena, are the people who, yeah, look at you, oh, look how crazy. They're the weak and gutless because they
Yes.
are so terrified of actually looking
Yes.
at how powerful, how amazing, how beautiful, how
Mm.
valuable, how much talent they have, how brave to be here without destroying a brother or a sister, whatever color. Something else I wanted to share that I know that Alex was talking about, Alex Collier. I love this. Alex Collier, in one of his broadcasts, I forget which one exactly, was stating and claiming that the black skin, the brown skin, the red skin, our indigenous brothers and sisters that were here before the white skin, especially the blue-eyed blondes, which is obviously my coloring, um, they have the greatest power. They have the greatest essence. They have the greatest energy. They have the greatest, in some ways, value in terms of resonating with planet Earth, with Mother Earth, because they were here. They are the original Earth people, you know?
Yes. Yes, exactly what I was told as well. They are the original Earth people. Then they were mixed afterwards with different inputs of visitors. But yes, they are the dark skinned humans are from it's Earth DNA. It's the Earth original
Yeah,
genome of humans. And yeah, totally agree. Got the same intel. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, so beautiful.
yeah.
Time just kind of runs by and flies by with you every time. I want to share a technique with people that,
Yes.
oh my God, it is so powerful. Now, you use your imagination to bring the information. When we're born, our body runs on automatic. It's automated. The heart beats, the blood flows, the liver, the lungs, the spleen, everything cleans, right? With this little computerized, organic, bioorganic entity, vessel, ship, container. Until we give our brain an instruction to actually shift something, energetically move something, which only we get permission to do, no one else. It's our mind, body, and soul, our energy, our frequency, our ownership, right? There is a place inside of you that is so powerful. I'm going to introduce you to it for those of you that don't know it. And I'm going to do this with you. So, we're going to go along with the idea that when we get energetically caught up with people that no longer need to be in our lives, or we try to let go of a bad marriage, a friendship, a trauma that happened from someone, what we can do is go to this very special place that I'm going to take you to in a second in your mind, in the center of your head. And we can imagine a table with contracts, with different names of different people that you are taking empowerment for, burning that contract and creating a disconnect with that energy. So we are no longer owned by the past, by the present, or by the future. It is very, very powerful. Exactly. And so the more energy techniques that us humans learn, the more power we're going to have in this self-realizing time on this planet. I promise you, I swear to you. So I'm going to do this with you. I'm going to close my eyes along with you. I'm going to pick one person in my realm of frequency that I would like to finish an energy contract with, you know. And when we do this, we're not doing it with rage, hate, violence. We're just neutral. There's no, because at the minute we engage in a passionate emotion, we become energetically hooked to them and they energetically hooked to us. So we're going to go to a safe place in the center of our head. We're going to name someone on a contract on a table. We're going to really see how massive we are. We're going to invite them in, but they are oh so small. They are so small, they even have to bend down to get through the door into your space. They don't have a voice. They don't even have a mouth in here. This is your sacred place. That you take ownership and you pick up that contract, you burn it, and you send them out the door into outer space, into this space. All right. So I'm sure everyone's got at least one person that they would like to disconnect with energetically without telling you. So all you do is you just get comfy, take a deep breath in through the nose, and out through the mouth, push down into the belly. Deep breath in through the nose. Push out through the mouth, down into the belly. Find your own gentle pace of breathing. Recognize that you're just releasing that beautiful serving, sourcing brain chemistry. Now, as you're feeling your body relax, I want you to see yourself inside the center of your head in this beautiful white room. You are in an amazing white room. It's in the center of your head. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the most beautiful, vibrant white. It is pulsing with power. It is your seat of power. It is the center of your pineal gland. Your pineal, your seat of power. See yourself in the white room, your seat of power, your pineal gland. Use your imagination to bring the images to you. Be in this beautiful white room. And as you let yourself imagine and feel and see this white room, you see a table in front of you. There's a contract, has a name on it. As you pick up this contract with one hand and you pick up a lighter with the other hand, a very tiny door opens at the far side of your white room. And the person whose name is on that contract starts to come into the room. They have to bend down because they are without power. They don't have a voice. They don't have a mouth. They are here to witness you. Take back your power. You stand, you take the light, and you suddenly realize how much bigger you are. Because this is your place, your secret, sacred place, your space, your seat of power. Take the contract, burn it. They watch you, they have to look up at you because you are so tall now. Because you are in full ownership of self, of frequency. The contract burns, the door opens, you point, you order them out of the room. You are neutral. There's no hate, no rage, no violence, no judgment. Don't fall for it. Neutral energy. They go out the door into outer space. The contract and its ashes go with them. The door shuts. The area they left is sealed. You can't even see where there was an opening. Feel the power. Own yourself. And when you're ready, come back into the body gently. Open your eyes slowly and just take a second to know that you will have full recall of all of that you allowed yourself to see. And that beautiful technique is so terrifying to the beings and the non-beings that don't want you to be powerful as a human. Mock it, laugh at it, no problem. For those of you with the heart and the self-love and the self-value that want to grow and raise up, instead of coming down in the fear, I encourage you, line all the people up, get rid of all the contracts, disengage energetically, disengage emotionally, reclaim that pineal gland, your seat of power.
Thank you. This is extremely helpful. This is a gift. You are also a gift, Dani. And well, thank you. The seat of our power. This is so important. This spinal gland that our enemies try to just kill and destroy by so many ways, by chemicals, radiations, everything. But we can't. You can't kill the light.
Or the soul, you know.
Yeah.
It's not. We're so told, oh, but they. No, enough now, enough. It is time for everyone to step into their power without being martyrs, without being victims, owning it. It's the most beautiful gift we can give to ourselves and our loved ones. but us first. You first. You first.
Yes, it is time humanity steps back, steps again, I mean, into their power, their sovereignty. And that's the way forward. And the feeling, the belief that we cannot do it, that's bullshit. That's been, that's been preconditioned. The future, this new timeline we've stepped on since a while now, it's building up, it's developing, and the future is already there. The new technologies are have already started to get into places such as the med beds. It's coming. It started. The technologies start to be available. The what everything that's happening in space is absolutely amazing. We have a fleet. We are really working with the Federation. It's absolutely incredible, and the beast, this beast which is dying, I mean, the dark fleet has been expelled from Earth, from the moon. Mars is taking a high at the moment. I mean, the reptilians are leaving. We are winning this. It's the moment humanity steps into its own power. Since thousands and thousands of years, we've been enslaved. This is a historical moment. This is now, we are making history. We are here. It's a privilege to be here, to make
Oh my,
history. We came for it, and
yes,
we're doing it. We're doing
yes.
it.
Yep,
So,
we're doing it. It is on like Donkey Kong. We are taking back our power. We are stepping into our sovereignty, as people say. And the victim mentor, victim mentality, the victim
that's all.
martyr, all of that programming that we've had from birth
I
is
know.
eliminating. It's dying with the beast. Dying with the beast.
It's dying with the beast, all the conditionment you have to suffer, like religion and stuff. No, that's going away. It's over. It's
Yeah,
finished kneeling now. Stop
yeah,
kneeling on us, on dropping on our knees in front of anything. That's
yeah,
over. That was
yeah.
the past. That's over now. Now we're on our feet, all as equals, on earth
Yes.
and with above,
Yeah.
equals. And it's new now. And Thorhan told me something very beautiful recently. He said, "Okay, the moon has been liberated. Uh, they've kicked the grays from the moon, and the machine that was there was a machine there made by the Orion Grays that was broadcasting low frequency on Earth and maintaining a kind of matrix illusion that has been deactivated a few months ago." So he said to me, the only reason why you think it's still there, it's because you make it, you maintain it. You've been so used to have to live in this illusion that you are continuing to create it, but you just need to stop creating it and accept the new world. And it's just poof, it will dissolve
Yes.
because it's not there anymore. you know we need to let it go. Of course, the unknown is always scary, but that's always been. Let us be brave, embrace the future.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes. Be brave, step forward regardless. What have you got to lose? Because right now it's a bit shit. It's a bit shit. So yeah, so we can choose to stay in or we can say, no, I didn't come here to suffer. And that's why I know and truly, truly believe that the people who've made certain choices with certain medications at this time, they didn't sign up to have a horrible death. They didn't sign up to live in ignorance. There are some people that we should not be judging them. We are not superior. And it's
No.
not fair. People are like, oh, are you woke? I'm like, you know what? That's not being kind. Everyone has done their best in trying to share information. It either lands or it doesn't. So it's okay. But don't stand in judgment of this stupid idiot or that loser or, oh, you haven't done it, oh, you have done it. We've moved past that phase in this operational war environment. We've actually moved past that phase too now. So
Yes, that is very interesting. Important also, Dani, what you said. Those who haven't got the mark and those who have got it, stop fighting against each other because the deep state is still laughing about it. Tolerance, acceptance, everybody's choice, decision, and that's the law of free will and respect. If you love somebody, you respect their decision. You try
yeah,
whatever you can to help them, and at the end, they're always the one to decide. So respect it and do what you have to do. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's definitely it, my love.
So yeah. Well, Dani, thank you.
I love you. I know I tell you that all the time. I love you so much. I'm just so proud of you again, in awe of the work that you've been doing, ground crew, commander yourself. And like I said, I know I speak on behalf of a gazillion people that just you and they hang on to every word, but in a good way because you're empowering, you're teaching them, they're stepping into their power. That's the difference. That's the difference. And yeah, you're so loved, darling. You're so loved.
Oh, thank you, Dani. Dani, you are doing so good, so much good to help people too. And please tell everyone what are your services and where you can be joined and contacted. Tell everything about that, please.
Yeah. So the easiest way to get hold of me for a spiritual therapy session in the areas and subjects that we've shared on this broadcast today is Dani, which is Dani, not, it's Dani from Danielle, Dani spiritualtherapist.com. And my last name is Henderson, so you can probably find me both ways. Dani Henderson, Dani spiritualtherapist.com. And you can just go to my calendar, book a session, and I'll meet you on Zoom and continue the sharing and help you build yourself up and release and get to you where you need to be going right now.
Thank you very much. You can find all the links in the description of the video, and we I'll have you back for another amazing topic. And thank you for being here. And thank you.
Darling, thank you for inviting me, and thanks to everyone that watches and enjoys and gets something from this. That's the goal. That's the goal, for people to go, I rock, human, yeah. Take it back, take it back, take it back. Get pumped, get pumped, get pumped. All right, guys. God bless to everyone. Love, love, love. Mwah. Bye, Sister Bug. Love you. Mwah.